What's good, YouTube? You're now tuning in live with Marky Gaming, coming at you guys with another episode of Z Fighters. And on the last episode, I showed you guys how to get gamuts. And I know it's been so long since I uploaded a new video, but here I am. I finally got home. No one's home. So here I am recording as much as I can before I actually do go back out again. But this video is better than no video, am I right? So as you can see, this is not my main account. This is actually my secondary account, God Zelnite right there. And what this is like just two powerful hitters and a bunch of spirit defense built type heroes. And on this episode, we will be going over how to train your hero efficiently. Because as you know, I used to give tips in my early days that all you need to do is remove spirit and add to like HP, attack, or defense. And it took me about 3 or 4 months to finally realize that no, that's actually not the best way to train up a hero. But here I will show you guys how to do it. So first, let's go to heroes, and then right here you have the train. So click on train and you'll see the vigor and how much training potions you have. So the way to get more vigor and training potions, well, I've made a video on training potions, so go ahead and watch that. It's literally called How to Get Training Potions. But to get more vigor, vigor, I don't know how to really pronounce it. But you have to level up your hero, and you also have to boost them. So I believe leveling them up gives you 15, and boosting them will give you 80. That's just for S rank heroes. I don't quite know for SS or God rank cards. But, I'll figure that out in another video. So, Android 18 is on our team. So, let's boost her. So, I get 80 vigor. And also, her other stats go up. So, her attack went up by like 18. HP went up about 30. So, yeah, those stats will definitely help in the long run. I do have Boo Gohan looking like a beast. But yeah, I think that might be all the ones I can actually boost. But yeah, so here it is. I'll do about maybe like 1,000 worth of training potions. But how you want to train your heroes efficiently, others have their own tactics of training them. Some people don't want too much defense. They want actually like 75% attack, 25% defense. It could be the other way around. Defense is number one, attack is whatever. But for me, honestly, for this account, for most accounts, I really care about whatever the hero is getting their boosts from. So as you can see, look at the bonuses. Majin Buu Evil gets spirit and defense bonuses. So it only makes sense to me to even train up whenever it's spirit or defense. And honestly, for the spirit and defense builds, I favor defense way more heavy, heavier than spirit, just because I don't know, spirit it's all right, but it only really helps when you use your special attack, and defense will just help with the longevity of you, holding out damage to even get off your special attacks. So yeah, defense is number one for builds like this. Spirit, I'd say it's like a 70% defense, 30% spirit. Because anything plus defense I'll do, even if it's spirit. But for spirit, I'll only do it if it's plus spirit and like minus HP or attack. And then we have Vegeta right here. If my phone would stop lagging so much, who actually doesn't have any vigor left. So this will be a good thing. But as you can see, I did not care for spirit or defense, spirit or HP. The attack and defense build, I literally, as long as it's plus attack or defense and minus HP or spirit to those, I will go ahead and do it. I won't do like minus attack plus defense or vice versa because I don't want to be wasting my vigor. But Broly, I have 20 right here. I can kind of do it. But for now, let's go ahead and train up my Cell form final. Why? Because he only has 80 vigor. So yeah, remember. So what you see right here is when one of your stats are as low as possible. Except I've only actually seen this on my defense and spirit builds, but my attack for Cell is at the minimum. So the only reason why he has attack is because of me boosting him so much and things like that. That's like his base like attack, honestly. Nothing added, nothing less. So in general, it's supposed to be like minus 30 attack plus 60 spirit, but just because we're not minusing attack and we're just adding, there's no point in showing minus 0, so it's just plus 30. And yes, I will accept that because spirit and defense for Cell. And right here, it's not worth it for me to add in that HP just because my vigor is so low. But here we go again with spirit because spirit is the best. So I won't do it. I only want plus defense or spirit. And I guess I'll go with another spirit. That was kind of weak because all I did was do like 80 spirit. And let's train up my Piccolo. 160, sure. So Piccolo was actually one of my go-tos in the beginning just because he had a ton of spirit. And I just used to minus spirit plus anything else. But right now we're just going for defense and spirit. So as you can see, his spirit is a ton. So, I definitely would not mind, having his defense a little higher. So that's why I'm willing to spend some of the vigor when it's minus defense or minus spirit plus defense. And as you can see, all I'm getting is a bunch of plus HPs. And I don't need that. But yeah, I'll take the spirit. If I feel like my spirit's too high, and I want to start focusing my vigor on defense, then, I'll definitely do that. But here's that case where it's plus defense minus spirit. And I'll do that because my spirit is so high. Oh, man, and I just messed up because I'm trying to train so fast. And I just missed out on 60 spirit. But you have to be careful. That was not training efficiently. I know that training can be such a drag sometimes because you don't get what you want, but you have to make sure those little things like that don't slip because you're pretty much just wasted 50 training potions. And training potions don't come easy, It's a lot of waiting, it's a lot of everything. So yeah, just make sure you don't goof like I did with that one. And I'll just continue on until he's out of vigor. And then after this one, I'll go to my Broly. Oop, didn't miss that one. So yeah, as you can see, his spirit is insane. So let's go to Broly because he's an attack and defense one. So as you can see, his attack and defense are close to each other. That's because, that's what I'm really training. So there it is. So now he's at nothing. So many people might wonder what happens when your vigor is at 0. Well, let's just say there's no positive effect onto your stats. It's always a 1 for 1. As you can see right there, it's always going to be minus 10 plus 10 or minus 30 plus 30. The difference will always be 0. Right there again. So if you remember with someone with vigor like Boo Gohan, there will always be an increase. So that's plus 30 HP. Or the difference is 30. That's where your vigor comes into play. So you have to make sure you don't run out of vigor or else, you will be training them, but it's literally a 1 for 1. So you'll have to boost them, level them up, things like that, So yeah, I showed you guys a training on a defense and spirit build. Trying to make this an all defense spirit build, but I'm just missing some pieces. So yeah, here is what my attack and defense build Vegeta looks like. Pretty powerful, pretty decent. And here's how my defense and spirit cell looks like. As you can see, their stats are not as high as I'd like them to be. But, I made this team on a whim. One day the white cell gloves and the cell leather were in the treasure bowl. And I said, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to just transfer all my attack and defense until I have enough for, to build this whole team. So I have Piccolo, who's a beast. His spirit is crazy. I need to change him. He's garbage. He is. And I really just want to change out the androids because the androids are not that good in general. Also, Android 18 requires Krillin, and he's not that great. Android 16 will always be here because of Broly, but his move is so terrible. And yeah, so that's how you train him. There used to be this guy named Lancelot. He used to be like the best defense and spirit build I've seen. So here I am trying to get it. Slowly but surely I will. And yeah, so train your heroes efficiently. Learn how to retrain because that's going to be my next video eventually. But I have to go soon, so I don't know if I'll be doing it right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Z Fighters. Bye!